Hey folks, I'm Zach. We have Salman the Fish on chat. Let's play a paper computer game. Alright, hello. Oh hey, I see we have somebody else in the chat. Alright, so welcome folks. Today I will be playing one of my old paper computer games, Descent, with Salman the Fish. Salman the Fish is here in chat. Anyone else is welcome to be in chat, as I see the laughing Lurpderp already is down there. Hello. And Salman will be the one playing through his comments in chat. So, before this game starts, Salman, I want to give you a little intro, a little backstory here, alright? So, this game is, as you can see, this is called Descent. The backstory here is that you are playing as a character named... I know, I am too. You're playing as a character named Pierre. Pierre is one of the friends of Zach. And hold on one second, sorry. Just want to turn down the volume a little bit. There we go. Okay, so you're playing as Pierre. Pierre is one of the friends of Zach. So up until recently, you were a very normal teenager, but then while you were at Zach's house one day, you met this guy named Zuvak, and he was a little bit of a clown on a stick. Yeah, so there's like a little bit of music in the background. If that's bothering anybody, let me know, and I can, turn it off, turn it down, whatever. Is that what you're talking about? Laughing, Lurp Derp? Derp Lurp? Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, Zuvak. So, yeah, so you meet Zuvak, and Zuvak kind of gets you to do a mission for him because Zach was busy at the time. And, one thing leads to another. You do one mission, it leads to you getting abducted by aliens, yada, yada, yada. You're in space, you escape from the alien ship, and you crash land on an alien planet called Shri. And there you get separated from your friend Ari, who you were with, and... also, I should mention that while you were on the ship... oh, awesome, you have paper and pencil to take notes just in case. Sweet. Okay, so, while you were on the ship, you found an item box to put items, to be safe, and while you were there, you put Zuvak in that box, and then the whole box disappeared. You didn't know where it was going to go. It turns out that box traveled back in time to the past. So that is the last you saw of Zuvak. And the ship crash landed, and then you got separated from Ari. And the last thing you remember is that you were wandering towards the city on this alien planet. Yes, oof indeed. All right. So, 1 second. Just have to find the right screen. Here we go. Yes. All right. So. All right. That was the last thing you remember, and now you are here. I'm going to raise this up a little bit so you can see this a little better. Okay. You are here. That is you, and you're in this room. You have this wrapped around you. What do you do? Yo, Salman? Is that the box? No, when you put Zuvak inside the box just disappeared. So you don't see it here. You just see Zuvak. Like, you don't know why he's... Yeah, you put Zuvak inside the box, but that was back on the alien ship. Now you don't know where you are. It's kind of confusing. So, what you gonna do? Check your pants. Alright, you check inside your pockets. You don't find anything in your pants. In the boxes in the corner, you mean like that? So that looks like it is a cabinet. But you don't see any drawers or anything in the side of it. And this is like a chair, the back of a chair. Yeah. Sure, what do you say? You say, help get me out. Okay, so Zuvak ignores that and does not do anything. Like, just stares straight ahead. So what do you do? Laughing Verpderp wants to push him. What do you say? You still there? Cool. So, oh, whoops. Yeah, so what do you do? Sure, you try to walk past him. As you get closer, you notice that his mouth is moving, like as if he's talking, but no noise is coming out. And as you get closer and closer to him, like the necklace that, I mean, you can kind of see it's kind of wound all around your body. It's kind of like, it just kind of feels hungry. And as you get close to him, the necklace just like lashes out. It's like, and Zuvak is destroyed, and you wake up. By the way, in case anybody does not know this, because this is your first time playing one of my favorite computer games, if you want to undo anything you just did, you can always, at any point in the game, say, save game, and go back to right before you did that. Okay? Alright. So, you wake up, you realize that was a dream, and Now you are awake, and you slowly open your eyes, and the first thing you see is right in front of you this face. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, I know, right? And from all around you, you hear chanting, and this guy, like, this is like a mask. You can indeed. So you scream, and this guy does not seem to care. He just keeps right on chanting, and now let's zoom out a little bit, and we can see that this is sort of like a view from above. This is you right in the middle of here, this spoked kind of wheel, and there are channels going in all different directions. Over here we have, these are like people in robes all around. Each one of them has a ceremonial knife. And this right here, this is the guy that was just standing over you with the mask. They each go back to their positions, and they are going to try and let me turn it this way. This is better. Yeah, there we go. They're gonna try and sacrifice you. So what do you do? Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention you're tied down to the ground. Please don't kill me here. You can have my liver. What do you think, Salman? You want to try that? Okay, so you say, please don't kill me. Here, you can have my liver. Like, this guy comes over to you and, like, bonks you on the head a little bit with his staff. And then he, like, it hurts, but not bad, and then he goes back to where he was. What do you do? Your mouth is not tied, all of your limbs are tied. Okay, so while you're thinking, this guy is comes over, and he's like waving his staff like really close to your face, like just ceremonially. He's like, whatever, and yeah. So what do you do? Okay, so you guys want to sing a song? All right, what do you sing? Well, honestly, it doesn't matter which song you sing. Whatever it is, this guy is just gonna bonk you on the head a little bit with his staff. The staff, by the way, it's like modeled. The head of it is modeled after like a goat's head, so it has like two sharp horns coming out the back of it. Gonna try to bite one of the horns and pull it away. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say that. One second. Yeah, I'm gonna say that works. You pull it out of his hands with your mouth. You got it. He fumbles to try to get it. Now he's on his hands and knees, so his head is like right by your face. You have like 1 second to do something with your head, I guess, because your arms are all tied down, and the staff is just in your mouth. Derplurp wants to try to cut the ropes. What do you think? What do you want to do? Can I use a head motion to throw the staff at him? Alright, good thinking. Yeah, we gotta go fast. Yeah, let's say, yeah, you're gonna try and use your head to throw the staff up at him. I'm gonna say that works. It's gonna hit him in the face, and he fumbles back. He has, he's fallen backwards. You have enough time to do something with the staff now, if you like. So what do you do? You still there? Just like he said, I'm going to try to cut the ropes. Alright, so you use your head, you're trying to like cut the ropes on your arm, and I think with the sharpness of the staff, I think that is gonna work. So alright, you got one of your arms free, and you have the staff in that arm now, and this guy is coming back. What do you do? Gonna try to wave it around, and if he comes at me, then hit him. Alright, yeah. You got him, bang, in the face. He backs off. So I guess you have time to remove the rest of your ropes if that is what you want to do. But meanwhile, this guy like signals, and all these other guys start closing in on you. What do you do? Yes, indeed. Backflip in the air to intimidate them. And Salman says, I'll take the staff and start chanting what they were saying earlier. Interesting. No one's ever tried that. Okay, so... yes, indeed. Alright, you start chanting to intimidate them. Or whatever the purpose is, you start chanting what they were saying, and they are confused by that, so they like stop for a second, but then it buys you a second, but then this head guy like kind of like gestures, and then they start moving again, so that gives you an extra second to like get the ropes off if that's what you want to do. What do you do? You'll get the rest of the ropes off. All right, you got the ropes off. You're up. You got a staff. But now you got like 6 people coming towards you from different directions, each one with a knife. Wait, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So, plus this head guy. But, yeah, that guy does not have a staff. Okay, so... you're going to run at the leader and hit him as hard as you can. Alright, you run at the leader, you bash him over the head. He is out. Crumples to the ground, you got him. But these guys are still, these guys are still converging on you. I'm going to say you went this way, because that's the general direction where the leader is coming from. You ran at him, you're about here, and you got him out. Lerptrip wants to rip off his mask. Do you agree, Salman? Good idea. All right, you got his mask. Now what? Rip. So what do you do? Can I put it on? Yeah. Alright, it's on. Okay, so by the way, you have an inventory screen. I'm going to draw your inventory. You have like a... this is my staff, and you got a mask. So this is your inventory for right now. I'll give you back your screen. So yeah, your mask is on. What do you do? Can I search the body really quick? I mean, you can do it. Like, these guys are coming towards you, so you don't have that much time. But you can do a quick glance. Let me see what you can see with that. You see a little pouch on the side of him that has something in it. You can't see what it is without like taking the time to undo it. Lerpderp says we should kick the other guys in the stomach. What do you... Can I grab it? Sure. You grab it, and inside is a key. Then wave it around to see if they react. Alright, they don't. They're still coming towards you. So what do you want to do? You wasted enough time, let's fight. Wait, what's inside? There was a key. You got a key. Yeah, then we fight. Okay, how are you gonna fight? Are you just gonna, like, rush, like, straight in? Like, I mean, these guys are converging. Do you focus on one of them in particular? Do you just rush into the fray? Do you wait for them to come to you? What are you gonna do? I want to go for the one on the top right and hit him. Alright, you run towards that guy on the top right. He's coming towards you, so it's pretty easy. Bam! You smack him over the head. Your staff is a little bit long range. All this guy has is like this short little ceremonial dagger. So he tries to like parry, but there's not a whole lot he can do. Bam! He gets hit in the head. He's out. One guy down, 5 to go. And you want to see what the thing is on the top? You mean this? Okay, so that thing, that is a shallow pool of water. So what you gonna do? Still got 5 guys. I mean, now you're roughly over here. These guys, I'm gonna say they're like converging like that. What you gonna do? Can you grab the person that we knocked out? Oh, can you grab his knife? Oh, good idea. What do you think? You want to do that, Salman? You are right. You got the knife, and these guys are still coming towards you. So what do you do? Thanks, man. Can I hit the next guy to the one I just hit and keep going until I get to the bottom? Alright. I'll get to the box shape at the bottom. Wow, these guys are super slow. They're overrate. Yeah, true. Alright, yeah, so, alright, you're gonna, oh, sorry, I keep pointing at the screen. Alright, you're gonna keep going around, hitting them. When you get to the bottom, now there's like 2, like, alright, let's see. I'm gonna say you got this guy, and this guy. There's 2 left, but now they're roughly in the same place, so you can't really just hit them one at a time. You have to deal with these 2 at a time. But now you're interested in this at the bottom, this thing right over here, and that is a grate. It's like drainage. So what do you want to do? Can I throw my knife at one of them? Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, oh, he gets stabbed, he falls. You got that guy. There's 1 guy left. What do you do for the last guy? Can we combine all the knives that we got into a super weapon? I like your thinking, but how? Supposing all the people we knocked out had knives. They did. We use our spirit as glue. Unfortunately... Oh. Spit. Okay. Fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, your spit is not quite that sticky. You just have like normal human spit. It's not going to hold all those knives together. You say, oh, with the rope that we cut off ourselves. Yeah, you could tie the knives together. How do you want to tie them together? Like, I mean, what kind of form do you want to make? Do you want to make like just knife in a row? Or do you want to make like I don't know, like a wheel of knives, or like how? Form them into a ninja star. Oh, a lasso of knives so we can lasso them. And then run around like Naruto and throw it at him. Alright, well, first of all, this is going to take time. If you're using this to knock out the last guy, I mean, I feel like he's going to get to you and kill you before before you can finish making all these knots you'd have to make. So I'm going to say that doesn't work. Yes, indeed. You got an idea? Okay. We should do something quicker. Yes, indeed. Voice to text is not always perfect. Yeah, true. I go near the water, and then when he gets close, I grab him quickly and spin him around and drown him. Oh, that's harsh. Alright, you're waiting for him by the water. He comes over, he's coming with his knife outstretched. You do kind of like a martial arts thing. You grab his arm, throw him down into the water, and drown him. You're drowning him in the water. Man, that's harsh. And he is getting drowned. Are you just going to kill him or just wait till he gets knocked out and then, like, take him out of the water? I feel kind of bad. Knocked up by water? I don't see how. Well, I mean, if you lose consciousness from being unable to breathe, I mean. Wait till he goes unconscious, then do chest compressions for a little bit. Alright, he goes unconscious. You do some, like, chest compressions. That's like CPR, right? That you're thinking? Okay, so you do that, and, yeah, so he's alive, but unconscious. So what do you do? No, there's nobody left. Everybody has been knocked out, and yeah, you've got the room. Can I search through the water? Sure. There is nothing in the water, and so yeah. Nothing Lurpter wants to drink the water. What do you think? Yeah, so there's nothing, yeah, no water. You must be thirsty. Okay, so if you try drinking the water, I mean, it's just water. You feel refreshed. No, just water. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Can I go back to the box? Oh, you mean this? That was just like a drain. A grate, yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay. Are there any exits? Yeah, there is a door over here. So what are you gonna do? I will go through the door. Okay, you go through the door, and as you go, you feel a little bit woozy. Wait, why not? Is there something else you wanted to check first? Derp derp? Well, whatever. You can always save game and go back if you want to. Okay, so when you go through the door, you feel a little woozy, and you kind of, for a moment, you get confused about where you are, and you fall into another dream. If I could find the page. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. We should press our ear and listen through it. Okay, you can still do that if you want to, Salman, when you come around. Well, okay, so, this is a really interesting experience. Yes, indeed. Okay, so when you go to the door, before you open it, you can still, whatever, but when you get to it, before you even open it, you just go into this dream. And this is you. You're here on the beach, And this is like a fence. There's like dunes in that direction. The water is like kind of towards the screen, kind of like behind you. Over here, you see something glinting off in the dunes, like something shiny. And there's, a person sunbathing over there. So what do you do? Do a funny scream. Ah! I don't know. I'm not that good at screams. Yes. Okay, so what do you do? Can I ask the person sunbathing, what beach is this? Sure, you go over to the person sunbathing, you go, hey, excuse me, what beach is this? The person sunbathing just, looks straight up ahead and starts to answer, but, without voice. You don't hear anything, you just see them moving their mouth. So yeah, that's what happens. And this glinting thing is kind of really catching your eye. Check your pants. Alright, there's nothing in your pants. So you still have the staff and mask. Not right now, because you're in a dream. I mean, you still have them in the real world, but just in this dream, you don't have them on your person. Yes. Yeah, when you got close to the door, you went into a dream. You felt woozy, and you went into another dream. Let's go to the shining thing. All right, so you go walk up this way, and you're coming up towards the camera. Like, this is the opposite view now. Like, the water is behind you over here, and here's just like a random boulder, and over here you can see there's kind of like a hand. It's like some sort of horrific, terrifying creature. And you wake up. So, we're back here by the door. Do you want to go through it? Do you want to listen to it? What do you want to do? Yes, indeed. So what you gonna do? Let's listen to it this time, like Bertrand said. Okay, so you listen to the door and you don't hear anything on the other side. Pardon me. Can I go to the drain and look inside it? Sure. I don't think there's anything in the drain. Nope, there's nothing inside it. If it has screws. No, it doesn't have any screws. It's just kind of like built into the floor. And by the way, now that you're back in the real world, you have your inventory, your staff, your mask, and your key, which you got off of, all of which you got off of the head priest. So what you gonna do? Does the grate have a keyhole? No. Does the door have a keyhole? Yes. Open the door. All right. The door is open, and you are through. And on the other side of those doors, yeah, with the key. That's what I thought you meant, because it was locked otherwise. So you used the key. Okay, so yeah, you go through the doors, and that takes you here. So this is, once again, this is an overhead view. You are down here, and you know there are corridors going off in different directions. As you can see, there's like a guy here standing at a control panel, and you know all the lines are like walls, obviously. So, what do you do? Can I go to the guy and see what the control panel has on it? Sure. So you walk up normally behind the guy without sneaking or anything. He hears you coming, so he turns around and he's like, Oh! So he, he's also wearing a robe like the other people. He, he sort of, runs away to warn other people. And before long, the alarm is sounded and people come and catch you. But by the time they catch you, you get to see what the control panel is. There are 4 buttons on this control panel. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Just like big buttons. Save game. Okay, you're back. What do you do? What happened? I was AFK. We just went through the door and now we're on this new screen. So what you gonna do? Just try to sneak up to the guy and hit him with the staff. Alright, sure. You sneak up on the guy, tiptoeing, and bam, you hit him on the head. Yeah, he goes down. Afterwards, you say Hulu. Hulu. Okay, so you search that guy, and let me see. That guy has on him. He has nothing. He was just like, an ordinary guy, not doing anything interesting, and open the window because it's hot in here. I mean, put the mask on him? I mean, you could, but make him the leader. Well, I mean... Okay, so I press the first button. Okay. Boop! Like, it changes color, but then it goes back up. Press the second, same thing. Boop! It changes color, it goes back up. And I will save some time if you try the third and the fourth. Each one of them is going to be the same thing. Press all of them at the same time. I mean, they're kind of hard. They're kind of far away from each other to do that. Like, you can press like 2 of them at the same time, but your arm span isn't long enough to reach all 4 of them. Can I try going down the hall on the left? You mean going this way? Because if you go this way, then you have to turn up here. Right here, there's another control panel that has 1 button on it. If you keep going, the hallway splits. You can go either off that way or up this way. and this way ends in a like heavy metal, like sealed electronic door. Okay, yes, that one. I'll try to press all the buttons again. Okay, same thing happens. What if I keep going up? Are we in the building? Yes, we're in the building. So if you keep going up this way, this is a sealed metal door. You can't get through it. What if I go to the hallways on the right? Well, Lurchip wants to go back the other way and press the other button. You mean like this button? Or like this stuff? I'll call this A, I'll call this B, so you can answer easily. And if you want to go to the hallways on the right, you mean like go this way? Yeah, you can. Over here there's a control panel. This one has 2 buttons on it, 1, 2. And once again, this splits. There's one that goes off this way into a different room, and there's one that goes off this way into a different room. Which one do you want to go to? B. Okay, so Lurptrip wants to press the buttons here. What do you say, Salman? Alright, you press these 2 buttons, the same thing happens. It is, you press it down, boop, like, changes color, then when you let go, it goes back to normal. Same thing for the second button, and that's it. So what you gonna do? Where are you gonna go? We should go to the hall that goes right and see what's there, like this one. So that hallway is going to go to, let me see. This room. Okay, so you are, this is kind of like a first-person view, like we're looking out of your eyes right now. There's a woman and a man and a weird little, creature all tied up to this post in the middle. Over here there's some like rope on the ground. What do you do? And by the way, you like already you just seem to like these guys. I mean, you don't really know why. You just get a good feeling about these guys. By the way. Give the weird creature a little kiss. Do you agree, Salman? Yep, okay. So you go over and you give the creature a little kiss. Mwah! Like, the creature, like, it kind of recoils. It goes, oh, figs do not deserve affection. Figs don't deserve affection. What do you do? And by the way, when you did that, you have alerted these two people that you're here. And, like, this woman, she's like, who is it? And this guy's like, who's there? Tell me who you are. I demand to know your identity. You want to use your staff horns to cut the rope. All right, you cut the rope. These guys are freed, but like they're both still wearing blindfolds. They're like, what is this? Am I being moved? What's going on? And the fig's like, oh, figs do not deserve freedom. You'll tell them your name, okay? Say, I'm Pierre, and what do you say? Like, I'm here to rescue you, or what? Okay, well, so while you're, I can help get them out, help them get out. Okay, you say, I'm Pierre, I can help you guys get out. This woman, she's like, oh, thank you. This guy is like, what? Who are you? Identify yourself. Are you a loyal agent? Are you a loyal Croton citizen, or one of these heathens? Derp wants to say, who are you? What do you think, Salman? Okay, you say, who are you? And he says, I am Zunto, of a Croton officer. And she says, Modri. And this guy says, oh, figs do not deserve names. Figs don't deserve names. Yeah, and you know, this guy is gonna once again demand to know, you know, who you are. Like, are you loyal to the Croton or not? I've had enough of these heathen cultists. Figs. You know, fig is in like the fruit. Pardon me. What's to the side on the floor? This is like a coil of rope. Salman, you still there? Alright, well... Do they still have their blindfolds on? Yeah. Take off their blindfolds and keep them for later. Salman, if you're there, do you agree? Alright, so someone seems to be gone, so I'm thinking maybe that's a good place to stop for... Oh, there you go. Your Wi-Fi turned off. That sucks, but you're back. Yeah, indeed. So, okay, so since you're back, Lerp Derp was saying we should take their blindfolds and keep them for later. Sound good to you? Would you go for a little bit more? Sure. Cool, alright, you take off their blindfolds, you keep them for later. I will put them in your inventory. We got a blindfold, and there's two of them. Alright, so you got two blindfolds, and what do you do? Can I pick up the rope and put it in my inventory? Sure. But while I'm doing that, keep saying your next instruction. Alright, you got the rope. What do you do? Let's go back to the halls. All right. Like, but when you want to leave, this guy's like, wait. You're just gonna release us? Or you're not even gonna take us out? Who are you? What is this? What is the meaning of this? I demand to know. Man, I feel like... Okay. I'll tell them that I am the Mafia. Burp wants to say, hold on, sir, that's what I'm trying to figure out, too. Because that's how the Mafia works. Okay, so, Salman, you say, I am the Mafia. He says, Mafia? What is that? Is that some other heathen cult? Are you Croden or not? Yes or no? Are you Croden? And, well, are we or are we not? So, yeah, you don't know anything about the Croden. Like, you've never heard that name before in your life. And remember, you're Pierre. You just crash landed on this planet. Like, you don't know what's going on this planet. And then you say what Derp wanted to say. You say, okay, so you say, no, I'm not Croden. I'm trying to figure out. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. And he's like, what? You're not Croden? Yeah, you traitors to the Croden. Blah, 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 blah. Like he runs at you and tries to swing at you, but he's like kind of weak. He's like, what do you do? Oh, suck. Yeah, exactly. Can I hold him back and ask him who are the Croden? Who are the Croden? Who are the Croden? What do you mean, who are the Croden? That's the civilization that rules this entire planet. You want to try to explain that we crashed here? Okay, so you guys try to explain that we crashed here. It's like, crashed? Ah! Unlikely story. More likely you're rebels just trying to pass yourselves off, but... So you really don't know who the Croden are? You'll ask if the people in the robes are the Croden. They'll say, no, those are heathen cultists. They captured us, they tied us up, and they were going to perform some sort of horrendous ritual, maybe even sacrifice us. Well, the loyal Croden citizens would never do a thing like that to a Croden officer. Right? He turns to the woman, and she's like, right, of course, I'm a loyal Croden citizen. I'll tell how they tried to do it. That's what they all say. I'll tell how they tried to do it to me too. Okay, so you say, they tried to do it to me too. They were gonna sacrifice me. He goes, heathen cultists. Alright, I guess we're all kind of common prisoners. You crash landed, so you're from another planet. I guess you just honestly never heard of the Croden. It's hard for that as that is for me to believe, but you seem like a good person. You seem like the kind of young lass that could, in time, become a loyal Croden citizen. So we can work together until we make it out of this, and I can we can sort this all out with the Croden authorities. And like this woman's like, yes, exactly. So the lady seems nice and suspicious. Yeah, indeed, she is a little interesting. So these guys agree to work with you. They are willing to follow you as you travel through this place. So you had said previously you wanted to go back into the halls, and these guys stopped you. So now you've convinced them to work with you. So I will say that you go back out into the halls. You come back out over here. What do? No, there were no other exits in that room. Yeah, neither of them know anything about the buttons. So what you gonna do? I'm supposing that the other cultists are at the top. Lerchter wants to tell them to position themselves so we can push all the buttons at the same time. And Salman wants to go down. Good idea. So do you want to do that instead? Okay, so I will... Okay, so you tell them to position themselves so you can press all the buttons at the same time. Alright, so, by the way, the man's name is Zunto, and the woman's name is Modri. So, yeah, the creature's still there. He's following you. So, I'm going to say Modri goes over here, Zunto goes over here. These buttons are all pressed down. While they're pressed, they are lit a certain color. But these, you still can't press all of these four at the same time. You can press like 2 of them. And nothing happens. Bottom right hall, so like, you mean this one? Ask the guy what the creature is. Okay, since that's a simple question, I'll just do that. Yeah, so the guy says, they're useless kind of vermin, you're just all over the place. Get into everything, they're annoying, no, not worth notice. Little figs, they're called. So, Okay, so you go down this way, and that leads... Let me see. Okay. That leads over here. There's like, in the center of the room, this is like a statue, and in front of it is a, this is like a can, like a big can. I drew it kind of too small so it looks weird, but like, it's supposed to be a big can, and it is for donations. In fact, let me redraw that right now. That's kind of bothering me. Okay, there we go. Big can for donations. Not donations, but like... yeah, live PCG creation. What are you gonna do? This is, yeah, it's just a can. And, yeah, let me make the chat box smaller so you can see all the screen. There we go. And, what do you do? What are those things all around? Okay, so you got, on the floor we got some pillows over here. We got, this is like candles, and these sticks on the ground, those are like incense. So it seems like this is like some sort of a prayer room, because like, you know, pillows to sit on the floor, candles, incense, that kind of stuff. And this statue in the middle, you know, it's a statue, so, you know, I don't know. So what you gonna do? Look in the can. Let me see what the can is. Okay, the can has some coins in it. Like just a few little like bronze coins with markings you don't recognize on them. And you can take the coins if you want. Okay, we're taking the coins. We got some coins. Yeah, got some coins, and yeah. What do you get? Ask how much it is to Zunto. He goes, huh, that's a mere 3 pinchigs. Yes, indeed, great minds think alike. Let's take a nap in the pillows. Okay. You want to ask what you can get with 3 pinshigs? Alright. So, Salman, you wanted to take a nap. So, you do that, and then the cultist people come kill you. I assume you want to save game. In the meantime, Lurter, with 3 pinshigs, you can he gives you can get nothing. Alright, so you saved game, you're back. So what are you gonna do? Eat the coins? You don't know where they've been. I'll take a pillow and some candles with me, alright? We got some candles. Keep saying your next instruction while I do this. We got a pillow. Alright. We'll go out of the room. Okay, so we go back out here. You come back out here. What do you do? Go into the other bottom hall over here. Alright, so you go that way, and that, let me see where that leads. That leads... okay. So that leads to... It's got to be here somewhere. Sorry, give me a second, folks. Here we go. Oh, yeah, ask the guy if you knew what the statue was. You say it kind of looked like the leader dude. Yeah, good point. Ask the guy. Zunto says, it's one of the old heathen gods, the ones we stopped worshipping eons ago, but these deranged cultists keep it disgusts me. They just giving their coins to this horrendous icon. And they wear masks to emulate their horrid deity. Yes. So, meanwhile, you have come into this room. In the middle of the room, there is a table. Over here, we have, like, on the counter, there is, like, a cutting board with a loaf of bread on it. Over here, we have a few little cans. So, what do you want to do? Oh, and there's, like, a symbol, like, just kind of painted onto the table. Force feed the bread into the. All right, you eat some bread. It's tasty. It's surprising. Like you wouldn't have thought that if you land on an alien planet, the bread would be this good, but yeah, it is. Okay. Let's keep the rest of the bread. All right, you got some bread. You said there was a knife. Did I say there was a knife? Let me see. I'm not sure. Let me check if there's a knife. No, there's no knife. Yeah, okay, you offer some to the other people. They are hungry. They haven't really been fed. You know, the other people were just going to sacrifice them, so didn't really bother to feed them. So, yeah, they take a little bit. But you still have some bread left. So what do you do? Can I look under the table? Yeah. You look and there's nothing there. Zerp says, take a chair and put on your back and say to the other people, this could be useful, and carry it around the entire game. That sounds like a tremendous plan. That is a good idea. Okay, so basically you want to put the chair in your inventory. What's on the table again? So this is just like a symbol painted onto it. Yep, let's take some chairs. Alright. You want some chairs in your inventory? Fine, I'll give you some chairs in your inventory. Yeah, you can put the chair in your inventory. It's gonna be big though. Alright. You got a chair. Yes, you can use the chair for so many things. Oh, I didn't give it a back over here. Let's see. Alright, so you got a chair. What are you guys gonna do? Think out of the box like a madman indeed. So what are you guys gonna do? There isn't really anything left, right? There's this stuff over here. I don't think you guys really touched that. Yeah, you didn't. You don't have any of that. Grab the entire building and put it in inventory. I don't know that one. I don't think you can lift it with your hands. So I think it might be kind of hard to put that one in your inventory. Let's go over that. Alright, so over here there are some spices of various kinds that you don't recognize because they're like alien spices, and this right over here is a jar of honey. Man, this delays. Are they labeled? Yeah, but it's in like alien language that you can't read. Let's take a couple pieces of bread and cover each in the spices. Okay, you take some bread, you cover it in different kinds of spice. What now? You're gonna taste it? Ask the guy if he can read it. Yeah, so he can read it. Okay, so you try eating it. And it's good. It's, well, like, some of them are good, some of them are a little startling. Like, they're not like anything you've tasted before. They're very different. Some of them are like kind of spicy, but with like a hint of sourness. It's kind of weird. You don't really understand it, but you kind of dig it. Yeah, like some of them are just like plain sweet, so it's kind of like sugar, but with like a different flavor to it, and you know, some weird things. Okay, so Lurp Derp wants to go. Do you agree, Salman? I can think of a couple of uses for the spices. Let's take them all. All right. I like your thinking. Let's All right, we got some spices. I'll say there's 8 of them. So you got some spices. Your inventory screen is growing pretty fast. And yes, let's go. Okay, so you back out of here, and that takes you back to the other place, which I have now lost. Here we go. You're back over here. What do you do? That's a lot of yum. Yes, indeed. Where have we been? Okay, so you just came from this room. This is the room that you came from originally with all the priests in robes. This is the room that you were in before that. This is the room where the prisoners were. So these guys are the ones you've been to. Guess we need to go to the top hall yet. It's the only one we never went to yet. Which top hall? Like this one? Well, there's a hallway over here, and there's one over here, but that's blocked by a steel door. And there's one over here. Did you mean that one? Like, you gotta go. That's too bad. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, Lurp Derp, and playing. Have a good one. Top right, so like this guy over here. Okay, so let's go in there. That room leads to aha. So that room leads to here. So yeah, you just kind of come out. The room is like dark. You can't really see much except when you're standing in this beam of light. This is you, by the way, and there's just like a pile of dead bodies all wearing robes. And the light is coming from up here. There is like a grate on the ceiling, and that's daylight out there. So I don't know. That looks like it might be a way out if you could get up to it somehow. What you gonna do? You can try to use the chair to stand on. Alright, you use the chair, but like it gets you like a little bit higher, so you're just like up to here. And use my rope. Alright, so you have the rope. You kind of like throw it, but there's not like it can. You throw it kind of up, but there's nothing to like. It just kind of like hits against the ceiling and falls down. Yeah. Can I search the bodies? Sure. A lot of them have a weird mark, like on the back of their neck, like a circle. Some of them have cuts, indicating that they were like as if they were sacrificed by the cult and then they were dumped here. Some of them look like they might have tried to escape. Like they don't have cuts, and they look like they might have tried to escape. But all of them have that weird mark on the back of their neck. Oops, I'm back. Yay! Sweet. Hey. Well, what's happening now is creepy. Yes, indeed. It is pretty creepy. I wonder who else might have those marks on the backs of their necks. Oh, well, in this room we just found, like, this is a pile of dead bodies, and a lot of them were sacrificed by the cult, dumped here. And they have all of them have a weird circle mark on the back of their neck. There's more parts of the room. I mean, not really. I mean, it's basically just a big, empty, dank room, and most of it is in darkness, so you can't see it. It's just, but there isn't any more of this room than what you can see. Wait, what? What? I need to check the necks of Zunto and Modri. Oh, he tried to use the chair so he could stand on it to see if he can reach the grate up here because there's daylight out there. And Salman, you said you want to check the necks of Zunto and Modri. So they agreed to let you check their necks, and you check them, and Yes, indeed, both of them have like circle marks on the backs of their necks. And like they both look like freaked out. Like Moldry's like, "What does this mean?" Zunto's like, "I demand to know the answer for this. Whoever did this will pay." I guess they do that to people who get sacrificed. Maybe. Can I check the creature? Yeah, you know what? It has one on its back too. Yeah. Scavenge the bodies. Yeah, there's nothing on the bodies. So what you guys gonna do? I'll ask the creature if it knows about the circles. The fig says, "Oh, figs don't deserve to know things." But the fig doesn't know anything. No. I'll ask if it deserves anything. Good question. Oh no, figs don't deserve anything. Figs don't deserve anything. Ask the guy, why is the creature like that? The guy says, the figs are just annoying little vermin. Who knows why? That's just the way they are. Who knows? Got any ideas, Derp? Well, I will tell you, there is still one room you haven't explored from the hallway area. Take one of the bodies into your inventory. And let them rest. Wait, actually, oh really? Take some robes and let everyone wear one. Good thinking. All right, you take some robes and everyone puts on a robe. All right, you are wearing robes. Also, give them knives if I have any. Yeah, you guys took a bunch of knives. So yeah, there's plenty of knives. You give them some knives. The Fig can't take the knives because, first of all, Figs don't deserve knives, but also, secondly, like, he doesn't have any hands. So, but Modri and Zunto can take a knife each. Is there any other rooms? Well, like I said, there's a room off of the hallway system that you guys didn't explore. Okay, let's go back to the hall. Okay, 1 second. Did it fall down? It did fall down. Hold on. I'm just getting disorganized all over the place. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, it's under here. Okay, so yeah, you're back in the hallway system. And the only place you haven't been to is there, so you want to go that way? Let us go that way. Let me see. Okay, so, that passage leads here. Wait, that's... Here we go. Okay, so this is you, and you are here in this room, and there's like a giant, sort of like a semi-holographic screen over here with some weird symbols on it. Over here there's a plaque with some words on it, and yeah, the words actually look like they're in English, so you might actually be able to read them. What do you do? Ask the guide to read the sign. Okay, so he goes over. Wait. Yeah, okay, so he goes over, and the sign says, hold on. The sign says, "The demon is caged. In the name of Peklos, do not believe its lies." And so this screen over here, when you walk into the room, it says, "Hello, Pierre." Let's ask the screen where we are. It says, "You are in my facility." And say, "How do you know my name?" It says, "Why, I am the computer of this station, of this facility. I've been monitoring everything going on." And Rachel Solace took a chair. What? Ask if it can open the metal doors in the hall. It says, "Alas, I cannot. These terrible cultists have locked me out of my own systems and prevented me from performing the functions which previously would have been no problem. A walk in the park. I have no control over anything. I can only watch in horror as these dreadful cultists do horrific things." Ask how we can fix it. Great, so they saw us take the chair. Okay, so you ask how you can fix it. She says, "Alas, Pierre, I do not think there is a way. You do not have the technical skills required, nor the tools. I am a very advanced piece of machinery. But luckily, there is one thing I can do for you." What is that? It says, "Why, I can give you back your inventory, of course. These dreadful cultists, they said that these items were damned, and they locked them away with me as if I was some sort of foul demon, but really, they are the demons. Anyway, here is your inventory back that was taken from you." And like in the wall, a slot opens, and inside you find your necklace, which it's the necklace that you were wearing in the dream, and also you remember you were wearing a necklace like it, though it didn't have any like magical powers that you remember, but you were wearing a necklace like it before you got into this place. And as soon as you get that back, you just feel a surge of joy and affection, and you also get a broken AOL CD. So let me put those things in your inventory. You got your necklace. It's got like a seashell at the end of it. See, that's your little necklace. And you got your broken AOL CD. Got your necklace and your broken AOL CD. Maybe the necklace is from Zach. That's actually yours. You actually just it actually just belongs to you. You like you made it out of a shell. So but as soon as you get it back, you just are overcome with joy. It just feels really good. It's a picture of Pac-Man? Oh. Does kind of look like Pac-Man, doesn't it? Well, it's supposed to be like a broken little CD, like part of it is broken off. So you can like throw it and the end of it is sharp. And that saved you in the previous couple of PCGs in some tough spots. So, what do you do? The computer says, as for the locked door you are trying to get through, it is a combination lock. Sadly, they have changed the combination and I no longer know what it is. You will have to deduce it on your own if you wish to get in that door. Ask about the buttons. The computer says, yes, those buttons are the buttons to open that door. If only I remembered the combination, but unfortunately they have changed it. Computer, calculate how many different combinations there are. It's like the computer says, sadly, there are many. Let's ask the creature? The fig? Ask it what? Like, what the combination is? Yeah, the fig does not know the combo. Also, it does not deserve to know the combo, so yeah. So, any ideas? Should I give you guys a hint? I feel like I should give you guys a hint because, like, there was something you missed. You didn't think to ask about it, and I didn't think to make it obvious in one of the other rooms. And, that might give you a clue, but I don't know. Use the chair as a battering ram through the door. Hint, please. Salman, do you agree? You want a hint? I guess we can. Okay. I will just tell you that in there is something you missed in the prayer room. Alright, yeah, let's go find that prayer room again. Here you go, prayer room. And what do you do? Just had an idea. Put the mask on the statue. Ooh, I like that thinking. Alright, you put the mask on the statue, and sadly it doesn't do anything. The statue just, like, looks exactly the same because the mask looks just like its face. Hit the staff against the statue. Bonk. Nothing happens. Alright, you did it. Climb on the statue. What's above it? Good question. What do you think, Salman? Should we do that? Alright, you climb up to the top of the statue, and you see that his hands are just kind of like holding up the ceiling. So there's nothing up there, it's just hands against the ceiling. What happens if we try to move the can? Alright, you move it. It's out of the way. There's nothing behind it or anything. I like that you guys are, like, thinking outside the box, but, like, I feel like it was something obvious that you guys just, like, didn't notice last time. Can we twist the horns upwards? Maybe a switch. Good thinking. You try to twist the horns, and still nothing happens. What's that on the floor in front of the statues? Another pillow. This, actually, that is a book. And it has a bookmark in it to a particular page. Plug my phone in so it doesn't die. Ooh, let's read. I quite agree. Let me see if I can get this book. Hold on, give me a second. One second. Alright, just give me a second. I'm going to show you what this says. Sorry guys, just give me one more second. Okay. Is it not there? There we go. Okay, this is what the book says. Wait, what? Did I mess up? Dang it. I did mess up, dang it. Alright, hold on, let me fix that. Oh shoot. Alright, thank you. Alright. There we go. This is what it says. Pecos admits some to the Scarlet Heaven. There are only 4 paths followed by men in life, and among those, few will stick to their path. The first are those who reject Pecos, the lost. These he shall never admit, and they shall forever keep that title. The second are those devoted to Pecos and none other. These are guaranteed entrance if they are true. Third are those who proclaim love for Pecos, but in their hearts betray. Hypocrites whose actions show their disdain shall be left betrayed to rot in their sin. Fourth are those misguided fools who worship Pecos along with the other old gods. They are deceived, for Pecos is the one light, the one truth. But Pecos is merciful to the idiot, the poor soul whose heart shines and whose mind declines. A few of these misguided fools will be admitted if they are judged worthy. Once inside the secret cave, there is but one path, not 4. That path is the love of Pecos, which all shall feel and none can resist. Not this deep into the secret cave. But one final judgment remains. While all love Pecos here, some will be content with their lot, and these shall go no further. For he who strives not receives not, says mighty Pecos. Some will yearn for more, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, the intro. I don't know why that happened. Sorry about that. Anyway, that is your book. I will keep it here so that you can refer to it as you need. Yes, indeed. So, what you gonna do? Stick. Yes, that word was bold. Yeah, see how it says stick? Maybe the honey. But what could the honey stick to? Maybe it's the staff. I mean, is there anything else that you guys would want to be stuck in place? Oh, we can finally make our super weapon use honey to stick the knives together. What could we stick the honey to? Onto the book? Okay, but for what purpose? Well, like, what are you guys trying to do right now? Like, what were you before I gave you the hint about this? You know, what were you guys trying to, accomplish? To reveal the secret message. Figure out the right pattern for the bands to get through the door. You mean the buttons? Yes, okay. So what are you guys gonna do? Can we stick the buttons to the wall so they won't pop back out? Okay, so you go back into this room. And let me make this smaller so it doesn't get in the way, or let me move it over here or I don't know, I'll move it somewhere. Alright, so you're back in this room. Except it's upside down. There we go. You're back in this room. You try to stick the buttons down so they don't pop back out, and it works. The buttons stick down, but the question is, which ones are you going to stick? I think we're stuck. reread the book again. Let me put the book, let me make it bigger. I'll read it. Salman, if you want to do something, you can just interrupt me and do it. Okay. Pecos admits some to the Scarlet Heaven. There are only 4 paths followed by men in life. Among those, few will stick to their path. So, 4 paths followed by men in life, and among those, few will stick to their path. The first are those who reject Pecos, the lost. These he shall never admit, and they shall forever keep that title. The second are those devoted to Pecos, and none other. These are guaranteed entrance if they're true. Third are those who proclaim love for Pecos, but in their hearts betray. Hypocrites whose actions show their disdain shall be left betrayed to rot in their sin. So it sounds like the first are the lost. He's never going to admit those. The second are guaranteed entrance if they're true. The third are hypocrites, so they're going to be left to rot, so they're not going to get in. The fourth are misguided fools, but Pecos is merciful, so he will let the fourth in. So, then, those are the first 4. Then, once inside the secret cave, there's but 1 path, not 4. That path is the love of Pecos, so, like, everyone's going to be let in. Lerpderp says press 2 and 4. Then it says 1 final judgment remains. Some will be content with their lot and go no further. And for these, he says, he who strives not receives not. Some will yearn for more, but yada yada yada. So, right? Did I leave out a piece of this? Oh, I did. The last sentence is, some will yearn for more, and it is these and these alone who will come to truly know Pecos. Okay, so, okay. First, okay, so Lerpderp says 2 and 4. Salman says 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I think we need to stick them in that order. So you're just gonna, like, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna, like, of this set of, okay, so there's 3 sets of buttons over here. You got this one with 1 on it, this one with 4 on it, and this one with 2 on it. So, when you said 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, we need to stick them in that order, did you mean the buttons on here? Yeah, those ones. Okay, so what? You're just gonna stick all 4 buttons, like from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4? Alright, so, alright, so when you stick 1, it lights up. When you stick 2, like, that lights up brighter, but then they both go out. So, I guess that counts as... So yeah, alright, so you stick them all, and then they all go out, and so, yeah, no, it doesn't work. So, okay, so you save game, and you try Lerpderp's idea, and you stick 2 and 4, and they both stay lit. So what now? It worked, or at least those 2 buttons stayed lit up. But now what? Tell me how you found out. Throw the honey jar at the door and say, "Please open." Derp, how did you know it was 2 and 4? Says Salman. So, Salman, while he's answering that, what are you gonna do? You have eliminated 2 and 4 over here. He says the second types of people and the fourth type of people had a chance to live in the afterlife, I guess. That is true. The second type and the fourth type did have a chance to live in the afterlife. So, like, what are you guys gonna do now? You've done stuff with the first control panel. What about the other 2? Let's press the other 2 in order from left to right. Like, Chris is a single button on the left? Okay, so in order from left to right, well, like over here, this control panel has 1 button, and this has 2. So do you mean like press this and then press them 1, 2 like that? Yeah, I'm Zach. I meant to say press, but it came out as Chris. Yeah, I figured that. So like, press a single button on the left. Okay. You press it. Wait, like, are you gonna press it? Alright, you press that button down, like you go like, it lights up, but then when you take your hand off, it comes back up, and it like, just like before. Or did you want to stick it down with the honey? Yes, alright, we stick it down with the honey. It lights up. Buttons 2 and 4 are still lit up. What are you going to do about this panel? Can you reread it? Sure. Let's see. I'll skip this part because that's the part first, second, third, fourth. So that would be about the what you already did. Then once inside the secret cave, there's but one path, not four. That path is the love of Peklos, which all shall feel and none can resist. Not this deep into the secret cave. So that is the next part. Then the final part is, but one final judgment remains. While all love Peklos here, some will be content with their lot, and these shall go no further. For he who strives not receives not, says mighty Peklos. But some will yearn for more, and these will go on to meet Peklos. I think that's what, yeah. Just going to make this part really big so you guys can hopefully see it. Okay. Let's press the button on the right. Okay, let me get this out of the way. And I'm gonna say, I think that works. Let me see. Okay, so you press the button on the right, and then you hear from up here, and the door opens. Yeah. Alright, you go through the door and it takes you here. This looks like you found the secret room, and this place is just loaded with weapons. You got spears on the wall, you got these giant whirly blade things, you got tons of daggers, you got all these like pegs to put stuff in, but those are just wooden pegs. And let's just stay here the rest of our lives. I like that plan. Yeah, there's a lot of weapons. Lerp Derp says take all. Do you agree? I think it's time to get rid of the chair, but the chair is so useful. Come on. Okay, you agree. You're going to take them all, so let's put this stuff into your inventory. And while I'm doing that, you can tell me what else you want to do. You got spears. These are long, like really long, and they're sturdy too. I'm drawing this terribly, but whatever. And then you got 4 of them. And then you got these whirly blade things. Drawing that terribly too, but whatever. And then you got more daggers. You already had a bunch of. Oh, I didn't write down the daggers before. Whatever. I'll just say you have a whole lot of daggers. Let's say altogether you have 20 daggers. You got plenty of daggers. You got all the daggers you could ever want. All right, there's all your stuff. You got your spears, you got your whirly blade things, and you got your daggers. Okay. What now? We're still trapped. Good point. I wonder if any of the stuff you just got would change that. I think it's time to make the super weapon. Yeah, that's a lot of weapons. Yeah, if you got one thing, it's weapons. So where do you guys go? Should we go back to the computer? Like, what for? What do you want from the computer? We'll go to the roof opening, okay? You're here? Yeah, roof opening, because see, this room is kind of it's dark, but there's light coming down from this grate in the ceiling, and there's it's daylight, so that is a way out. I mean, if you could get through the grate somehow, and if you could get up to the grate somehow, that would be a way out. Now that we have the weapons, can I if the curvy weapons and tie it to the end of my rope? Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think you can tie the curvy weapon to the end of your rope, sure. Threaten the dead bodies with a weapon, saying, if you don't help us get out, I'll kill you. I like that plan. Anyway, so you tie the thing to your rope, and what do you do? Wait, are you going to use it as a grappling hook? Says Doctor. Can I go back on top of the chair and try to grab the grate again? Okay, so yeah, sure. You go on top of the chair, but the chair just doesn't get you very high. I mean, you like it. See, the chair you can stand up to like here. Like it gets you up to like where your waist starts, and look how high the grate is. You need something much taller than that if you want to reach the grate. What if we use the statue? That's a pretty big... Well, the thing about the statue is it's like built... It's like stuck, so it's holding the ceiling. So its hands are like built into the ceiling. So, I mean, you can try. You're going to try to move it? I'm gonna like just go right ahead and say you can't move the statue. It doesn't work. Use the weapon rope thing and use it as a grappling hook. Salman, are you there? Sorry, I'm not messaging much. That's okay. Wait, so is it just that you're not messaging much, or is it like... Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, like, because it seems like there's a delay. It's like that there's like a technological delay. Is that happening also? Cool. So, what are you going to do? The delay is there, but it's not too bad. Okay. So we need something tall. Yes, indeed. I will do you the I'll take the liberty of showing you your inventory screen. Over here, is there anything tall that you have? I mean, you have a chair. Can the fig inflate? Yeah, the thing about that is that figs don't deserve to inflate. Put the spears together into a huge stick, then push up at the grate and move it. Okay, so you're gonna put the spears together into a huge stick. How do you attach them to each other? With a rope, says Lerpter. Okay, so you tie the spears together into a huge rope, and with that huge stick you have just made, yes, you are able to poke the grate, and actually, yes, you are able to move it aside. So you get the grate out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, grapple hook. Okay, so you're gonna use your grapple hook. I mean, it's a big whirly thing. It's kind of heavy, but you throw it. It goes up, and it catches on. And yeah, everyone climbs up. And hold on one second. Just changing the music. All right, and you come out here. You have emerged back, not back, but you have emerged in the city. This is, let me get this book out of the way. You come up out of here, and you are on the city streets. And immediately, Zunta was like, "Yes, we are back to Croton civilization. We must go to the authorities immediately and report this wretched mess." And Modri looks kind of scared. You're supposed to use that letter? What letter? Oh, you mean like this? Like the letter N up here? Yeah. Ladder. Oh. Yes. So you were supposed to use the spears and some pieces of the chairs to make it into a ladder, and then you could move the thing out of the way. But what you tried made sense, so, it would work. So I let it work. That's how PCGs work. Yes, indeed. I know, isn't it cool? I mean, there's so many things in PCG history that came about just because, like, somebody did something that the creator didn't intend, but it worked anyway. And Zuvak is the perfect example of that, because he was supposed to be just in that one game, in that one place. You just meet him in one puzzle, and it's like, oh, hey, I'll help you with the puzzle. But I found a way to bring him with me, even though that wasn't what I was supposed to do, and that is why Zuvak became one of the longest running PCG characters ever, just because, I, as the player, chose to do that. We could never hurt our beloved chair. True. Can we go on and knock on the doors of the city? Yeah, you can go anywhere you want. Over here, Zunto points that out. He says that is the precinct for the Croydon police force. Yeah, Zuvak the OG. That's right. You go, looking around the doors. Modri, if you kind of get too close to one of the doors, Modri kind of, gives you a look of, fear, but also kind of, warning you, don't. But she doesn't say anything in front of, Zunto. And this building in the background over here, this catches your eye. It's as you can see, it's a building. It has the letter N on the top of it, and then you can see kind of closer, there's a lot of little N's all over it. And get the spices ready. Okay, anyway, you wanted to open this door? Alright. The spices are ready. You open the door, and there's a bunch of Croydon officers look up. They're like, huh? Huh? And what do you do? I grab Modri and push her at the cops. Give him more weapons and say we found them in the cult place thing. Oof. Okay, so first of all, her name is spelled like this. And second of all, wait, so you're not going to do that? Or you still are? Okay. Oh, right. Lerpderp said to... Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I misread that. Okay, so... Okay, so let's see. You grab Modry and you push her at the cops. Wow, what a friend you guys are. Okay, so you push her at the cops. The cops are like, What's going on here? Who are you people? And they arrest all of you. Zanto says, I'm an officer of the Croydon. These are loyal Croydon citizens. Please, and they're like, oh, well, we better arrest all of you just to be sure. So they arrest everybody, and they're going to sort out the paperwork later. And I'm just going to say, long story short, this ends with, all of you guys getting, brutally tortured. The Croydon are not that nice to their prisoners, sorry to say. So, yeah, I'm going to call that game over. I got suspicious of Modry. Okay. Save game, okay. You're back, what do you do? That was RIP for us. Yep. So you're giving up? So this time I'll try to offer them honey bread? Okay, so they're like, thanks, and then they arrest you all. Ask the cops what's going on. I'm like, what's going on? Who are you? Well, show us your Croydon ID badges. Why are you? First of all, you came into our office. Like, what's going on with you? Alright, you're gonna save your game. Okay. So now what? What you gonna do? Simple cops they are. Yes. I'll try to tell them that we got captured by the cult. Okay, they're like, well, where are your Croydon ID badges? Say you can have some of this if you let us get some of your weapons. Slide them the 3 monies you got. I will tell them I crashed here. Burp thinks we should leave the cops for now. Alright, so when you told them you crashed there, they're like, crashed here? What do you mean you crashed here? You're an unauthorized vehicle? We're going to have to arrest you just to sort this all out. So they arrest you. So I assume you're going to save game? Save game before we open the door. Okay. So you save game to before you open the door, and alright, you're back, so what do? I thought I didn't have to listen to Modri, but she is kind of right. Okay, so, yeah, so, what you gonna do? Let's go to the end building, as Derp said. Yes, okay. So, as you go to the end building, maybe we should hit the bell notification. I'm sure that would help. I mean, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, so you head towards the Tower of End, and you feel very strongly drawn toward it. You just feel like an affinity for that place. You don't know why. It just feels like you should go there. So, yeah, as you head toward it, the front door is open, and inside is dark. Oh, sweet, thank you. Yeah, so you head inside of that building, and when you go inside, you can't, you lose sight of Modri and Zunto and the Fig. You just lose them, and you're like, guys, wait, where are you? And you're kind of, feeling around in the dark, and then you feel something, like a metal shaft. What do? Pull it. Yeah, alright. You pull it. When you try pulling it, you get a shock. And you step backwards in shock, and the light comes on. Dun, 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 dun. And it's Zuvak. Here's you, and here is Zuvak, Modri, Zunto, and the Fig are nowhere to be found, and you are confronted by who you recognize as Zuvak. And he says, "Hello, Pierre." Yeah, Zuvak. My boy, are you okay? Who that again? So Zuvak was Pierre's friend, Derp. He was Pierre's friend. He kind of contacted her and got her into this whole mess in the first place. So she was kind of helping him out when she got into this whole series of missions, got abducted by aliens, crash landed on an alien world, yada yada yada. Point being, the last time we saw Zuvak, we had put him into like an item box, and then that item box disappeared, and that was the last we saw of Zuvak. Alright, so Zuvak says, "You went off the map when those cultists took you. But I wasn't worried. I knew you'd find your way here." What do you say? We should say, "New phone, who dis?" Let's ask him why he disappeared. "Why I disappeared? Why, you abandoned me, of course. You stuffed me in a box like I was some sort of useless item. And then the box traveled 1,000 years into the past. You abandoned me here. I've just been here for 1,000 years, augmented, of course, by the Croden, waiting for your return." You say, "What happened after that?" He says, "Oh, it's been 1,000 years working with the Croden. They've turned me into something very interesting, and I've had some very interesting projects in the works. And the thing is, Pierre, I'm not mad because..." Wait, you say, yeah, 1,000 years. He says, "I'm not mad because it's because of you all this is possible. Plus, we're kindred spirits now because just like me, you've been augmented as well." What do you say? Zuvak says, "You've been augmented just like him. I wonder what that means." Come again? How are we augmented? Good question. He says, "Well, I'll get into all the details later, but the point is, the only reason you're augmented is simply to make you perfect. Don't you want perfection? Once you cast off your humanity, you'll find things are much simpler. I wouldn't worry about it." What do you say? "But I don't want perfection." He says, "Well, that is unfortunate, but I'm afraid there's no reversing it now. You're simply going to have to endure perfection. But I wouldn't worry. You'll grow to like it soon enough. Person without flaws is no person." He says, "Well, you may be no person, but you'll be perfectly suited for my needs." He says, "Besides, I've been looking forward to working with you again. It'll be just like old times, won't it?" Perfection is what's it with the kids nowadays. Yes, indeed. Okay, he convinced me. Let's lose our humanity. I missed that. Your needs? Why, yes, of course, but we'll get into that a little later. I'm just happy you made it here. These cultists, these dreadful cultists, have been abducting all of my favorites, just like you, for such a long time. It's been dreadful. I'm glad you made it out because you're my very favorite. Their archaic beliefs require them to cleanse my favorites, you see. The ones that we've augmented. That's why they were planning to kill you and the other prisoners you found below ground. To cleanse what they think of as corruption, to stop my augmentation, but clearly they didn't succeed. He's acting weird, yeah, I'd say so. Alright, so, so you're looking uncomfortable. Zuvak says, "Silly Pierre. You'll learn soon enough. There's no need to continue this conversation. But be my guest. If you'd like to try to escape, you're welcome to." And this door behind Zuvak, it slides up. The door behind you to the outside is locked, and you can't get through it anymore. Let me give him a good smack on the noggin. All right, when you try to do that, you go over and you find that he's protected by a force field that gives you a shock, and your hand is pushed back. With the chair, all right, you take the chair, and it smashes on the force field without hurting Zuvak. Zuvak says, "You'll learn soon enough." No. Cherry? You can save game if you want the chair back. Pardon me. Sad thing. Yeah, that was sad. Poor chair. Oh, I should write an X in your inventory. You're gonna save game? Wait, what? Save game to get it back, but we can still go through the door afterwards. Okay. So you got the chair back, and let's see. Shoot. All right. You end up here. Okay, so that's you over here. There are two figs over here, and neither of them are the fig that you know. And you can be sure of that because they don't have that, circle mark on their back or on their neck. And yeah, so this is kind of, wow, it's lagging, but I like how I treat the chair better than Moji. I feel it. That is so true. Yeah, so this is like a ledge, And like this is the top of the ledge, and you are standing below it. And up here there are these two posts, and there's a door up here on top of the ledge. And there's figs down here, and your necklace is hungry for the figs. What do you do? Talk to the figs? Sure, like... I mean, assuming you do that, Salman, what do you say to the figs, and, you know, what do you do? Feed the necklace bread. Alright, so you try to feed bread to the necklace. It doesn't want the bread. It wants the figs. Feed the necklace coin. Yeah, no, it doesn't want the coins. It wants the figs. We ask, how do we get up to the ledge? The fig goes, oh, I don't know. Figs don't deserve to know how to do things. What happens if I don't feed it? Alright, okay, so you're trying to not feed it? Alright, nothing happens. It just still feels hungry. So what are you going to do? Can I try to use the chair to get up the ledge, then when I'm up there, grab it back? Laughing Derp wants to give the fig to the necklace. Okay, so Salman, you put the chair, and I think, yeah, that's gonna, if you put the chair, yeah, you could, like, the chair gives you this much of a boost, and then with your hands, you can just reach up there, and yeah, I think you can climb up that way. Alright, so you got up. And Salman says, but one of our teammates is a fig. That is true. That is true. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go through the door? By the way, I mean, we've been at this for hours. If at any point you guys want to stop and we can pick this up again another day, like continue from where we left off, we can definitely do that. Otherwise, if you guys want to keep playing, you know, it's up to you. Just thought I'd mention. That's fine. Some people have pigs and pets and eat bacon. That is true. Some people do that. Just kidding. Well, I guess let us do one more thing. Okay. So you got to the top of the ledge. What do you do now? You just going to go through the door? Let's recruit the figs to our team. How? What are you going to say to them? First of all, like, then how are they going to get up here? I mean, do you still have the key from the very beginning? I mean, sure. I mean, You did use it to open the door, but I mean, I guess you can still just carry it, so why not? Use the rope to get them there. Tell them that they can have use. Feed the figs bread and give them a little pat and whisper in the ear, I love you. Okay, so you can get them up there with the rope, but, wait, but tell them they can have what? Just chuck them up there. Hey, that's true. I guess while you're down there, you could just chuck them up. Yeah, you do seem to have a lot of... I'm going to say you're running out of it. You don't have much left. Maybe a few scraps. It was a pretty hefty loaf. Yes, indeed. So I think we should stop here. I'm feeling pretty hungry anyways. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Good idea. Alright, folks. So I guess we'll call that it for tonight. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for playing and doing this with me. This was awesome. Bye, Derp. Yeah, we can pick this up whenever. Just let me know. And yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night and enjoy food. Thanks, man. Yeah, I had a lot of fun too, despite the delay. But other than that, yeah, like I'm really glad you enjoyed it, and I had fun with it as well. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, man. See ya. All right, bye, folks. I'm gonna go eat some bread and honey. Oh my god, now I have to do that too. Alright, see you later, folks. I'm gonna sit in a chair. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. It's a good place to sit. Alright, have a good night, folks.